What's the meaning of life?
Yeah, Daniel Juma is Senane. I'm a broadcast journalist by profession, and I'm also a youth health activist through Action We Foundation, and I fight against substance abuse, most especially alcohol and other drugs. And I find meaning in life when I give someone another opportunity to have a life. That's mostly me supporting other drug addicts. So when I speak to them and I help them to have meaning in their life, I find meaning in my life because I found that I'm rebuking them and yet I'm rebuking myself. In the process, we all find meaning in our lives. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vanessa, and thank you everyone for coming today. Uh, Finding meaning in life. Sometimes to define our purpose is quite a challenge because we don't know whether it is about inspiring others or it is about keeping our heads from drowning. If you remember from the second piece of talk, she was like, sometimes they walk with life jackets when getting into the now so that they don't drown. In life, that's the same thing. There are people who are trying to find mechanisms to survive, just to see the next day. That's what life has become to them, and that's the meaning that they attribute to it. But I tend to think that finding meaning in life is about purpose, about what you are aiming for as a person. And sometimes it's not about inspiring others, it's about inspiring yourself to learn from yourself and to be a better version of yourself than you were a minute ago. And I believe often that if I've reached to a point where people can say, I want to be like so, without even telling them what to do, that would be true meaning of life to me.
That gives you meaning.
Yes,
That makes you
to be an example
life.
that people draw from, even without me being in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. My name is Biar. Uh, Finding meaning in life. What General said is not far from what I'm going to say. When you reach your true potential, every human being on the face of the earth has a purpose on earth, but not so many discover why they are on earth. And once you find your purpose, once you reach your true potential, then at that point, according to me, that's the point you start living. You know, it's not about material wealth, it's not about all these other things, but it's something internal.
It's not even about impressing others.
It is something internal that you really find something deep within you is rhyming with the path that you have taken. You can ask yourself, for example, what motivated Dr. John Garang to be in the bush, all right? When he had everything that is required for one to live a good life on earth. He had stayed in America for 8 years. He has a PhD. He was teaching in America. He was one of great officers in the North. Like he had everything that can make someone live a better life. Not to be in the bush, being rained on, and walking distances, and sometimes with no food, and dedicating your life for so many years. You can say John Garang found his purpose of why he is on earth. And he was so happy to live like that, than not to find his purpose and live a better life that deep within himself he will know he has not found it yet. So, in short, what I can say is, one man said, it's called Miles Monroe. He said, you have to disappoint the great. What he meant by that is that you have to empty yourself. Every potential or everything that God deposited in you, you have to empty it out. Emptying in what way? By serving people with your potentials. If you're a writer, you write. If you're a singer, sing songs. All right? If you are any other thing that you can do, you do it. Such that by the time you die, there is nothing left in you. So in other words, you are disappointing the grave because there is nothing you are taking to the grave. You left everything on the face of the earth.
You die empty.
So at that point, even if you die, and how you know it, if you have really discovered your potential and you have lived faithfully to it, At any moment, even if they tell you you're going to die, you will just welcome that.
You will always be ready to die.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, you will just welcome it because nothing is left. You've done everything. So to me, at that point, that's when you really live life to its full meaning.
What I can also add to that, when you find your purpose in life, you will be ready to make sacrifice. You see, there are sacrifices that you have to pay. There are trials and temptations when you know what you want to do. And you will just be ready to face any mountains that may come your way.
Everyone can find the meaning of life in their own way. Some may think they have reached the maximum point or the C max. As for me, in my profession, I always interact with sad people. I'm a pharmacist. Those who always coming to buy drugs or take drugs, they are not always coming with a smiley face. We all know the situation of a sick person. So I find when I just put one smile on a patient or give a positive response to a patient, even if no matter how big the ill or the sickness is, I have to pour some water on that one. Even if I know the matter may deteriorate, but still I may be, this one is just normal things. Yeah, I may even lie. I may go ahead and lie just to put the smile on the person. You know, sometimes they say lying is painful, but for me, not all lies. Sometimes we have to lie to save something. Lying now, somebody is suffering. Yes, you see, somebody is suffering, and for you, you have to lie to say, your sickness even is, this is just a minor. Somebody was worse than yours. Even if the person was, that you have this, somebody was worse than yours, and he made it. Yours is just a minor. 2 to 3 days, you'll be okay on your feet. No, the person will have a hope.
And you know that if you tell him at that time, man, you have a cancer. Yeah.
You have a cancer. Some people, they may die.
Oh, you go to bed.
Depression. Some of them are having heart attack. They may die. So I find meaning in life is just by putting a smile on people. Like sometimes when I'm in the bus, somebody enter, like you see, Bongo bus, right? People may be many there. So when I see somebody older than me, or a pregnant lady, or a lady who's carrying a child, so I just get up and leave the seat, let the person sit down. So inside my heart, I feel some relief. Even if my pocket was empty, but at least I feel some relief. I don't know where it came from, but I just feel like I did something. So this is where I find myself like, this is the meaning of life. Put a smile on somebody. Do something that you don't expect in return. You don't expect payback in return. Like you help a blind person, just show the road. You help somebody, stranger. I'm lost, I need to find a certain place. You don't need to ask them any question. Just help the person. Put a smile. The person, the only thing you will get is thank you. This thank you may give you a certain kind of relief that you wake up in the morning, maybe you are sad or you are going to end the day, but just put a smile on somebody or you help somebody that you don't know, the stranger. I think for me that's the meaning of life.
Thank you.
I like to live that way. Thank you.
Thank you.
And my name is called James Kamis, as he already told you. And let me answer by defining life. When you define a life, first, life is to find the reason of why, or the purpose of why you are created. Biblically, you have to know why you are created. What is the purpose of God for creating you? Okay? Because every human being or every animal is created with what? With a purpose. If you know the purpose that you are created, that is life. You're going to live according to that purpose you are created to. Okay? And then the second question, the meaning of life. It means giving hope to the hopeless, meaning giving the last drop of your blood to rescue someone. If you donate your blood to someone, the person whom you don't know, you have not even met that person before, you are giving what? Because the blood carries what? Life. Okay? That person is going to die. And you gave that person a blood. And then your blood what? Revives that person. It is us giving, as pouring water on what? Growing tree or any other plants you're planting. When you pour water on it, you're giving it what? A life. That's the purpose of why you're created. Giving a hope
For somebody else.
to someone else. Because if you don't know why you're created, then you're not living at all. You don't have anything doing in this world. That's how I know the meaning of life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's have this brother, and we'll have the last speaker over there. You tell us your name and
Thank you so much. My name is Oyek Charles Salva. Professionally, M&E, monitoring and evaluation. That's what I do for a living. I came here because of one of the person who invited me over. It's my first time attending this show today, and I'm so happy. Coming to the topic, finding meaning of life. That's a very huge one. It's like operational definitions. I can give whatever I have in my heart. First of all, we are born in this world. Some of us don't know why we are born. It's like a snake. A snake gives birth to an egg and an egg hatch, and later on, they will not even know. They are not taught. But it's you and me to have that responsibility of knowing why I'm in this world. Someone said a book is having many chapters. One chapter of a book of life is either being happy, being sad, and if you do not read the following chapter, you will not know exactly what is meaning in that chapter. That's like life. You can be sad, but there's one way of actually, if you know the meaning of life, which means you can always find solutions and you can always make yourself comfortable in the life you're living. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, thank you so much. My name is Sarah. I'm happy to join you at this moment. As someone has first said that life has different meanings. And then, as for me, I look at it like the span of time that a creature or an object lives. So, you find that as a human being, God has given you different things in life. And then to get the meaning of life, you have to achieve what God has given you, as most of my colleagues have stated it. People have said, I'm doing this kind of work. God has given you that work, has given you that talent, so that when you achieve your goal, if you achieve what you wanted to do, that's exactly, you come to the point where you get the meaning of life. Because you plan to achieve something. Maybe if you, for example, me, let me look at if you're doing another work. For example, me, I deal with children, and then when you work with children and you find that some children lose hope in life, you help them, you say things will be better for you here and there. So when you help a child who is in that situation, a child who feels that there is nothing ahead, a child who feels that he's nothing or she's nothing, she will not do anything in life. You find that child improving, joining others, then you see that you're achieving something. Then from there, you'll be smiling. It means you're achieving something. The meaning of life is coming. So that's what I can say for now. Thanks so much.
Life, there's so many things around here. For me, life, as someone who is so much connected to nature, I feel the life is nature itself. The nature, the surrounding, any green plants or substance, to me is life. So everybody interprets it differently, and the life that the nature gives me, the life that I live on this earth, that's been given freely by the universe. And the life that, just take this example. The rain passes through the cloud, and the cloud doesn't complain. That's life. So this life is given for us freely, for us to live for a purpose. Though some people take it in their different way, but for me, I can say life is a gift, and this gift is for us to live on it freely and also to share it freely. Thank you.
Find your purpose in life. Don't live anyhow. You've got to know why you exist in this world and what are you supposed to do. And use whatever you have. As my brother said, try as much as you can to reach to your full potential. If you can sing, if you can dance, if you can lead people, if you can do poetry, if you can do comedy, if you are a medical personnel, if you are a teacher, if you are a politician, if whatever you are, whatever God made you to be, before you die, try your best to live your full potential. If you do these things, as we all say, you will be ready to die anytime. Because somehow you will know that if I die now, I have already tried my best to help people. My brother Longion wanted to help people from the life of crime, but niggers, and he used drugs, he used comedy, and he's still doing it. Whatever somebody say, we should always try to put a smile in the face of people. You don't know what people are going through in this book, in their life. When you try to give them reason to live, when you try to put a smile on their face, that is your contribution in this world. So when you live like this, you find that you inspire yourself, you motivate yourself, you feel the peace that comes from the fact that I was able to help somebody. If there is an opportunity to donate blood, it may save somebody's life. You may not even know that person. You may never come into contact with that person. But somehow it's being recorded in the book somewhere of all the deeds that we are doing. What do we take away from here? We have all of us have the opportunity to go and talk to our young ones, to our friends, to our brothers. Help somebody to find their full potential. Help somebody to live a meaningful life. Because as my motto said, you should die empty. You need to disappoint the grave. Till then, we have come to the end of our talk show, and I thank you all for listening and for coming. And I hope that together we will be able to make an impact.